So again, good day. So we are now on the next part of the fundamentals of accounting 2 subject, specifically on the topic financial statements. So previously, we already discussed the following elements of the balance sheet or the new term financial position. Okay, we discussed on the last video, on the previous video, the different requisites for it to be included as current or non-current. Okay, so we already discussed also the other components of the balance sheet, which are liabilities and equity. Now for this segment, we are going to make financial statements. So actually, we have two classification or style when we are going to make our financial position. So we have two forms. First is the report form. So when we are going to have a report form, it is done with this format at the top after the company name, the name of the uh, financial statement, and the date, okay, or the year end date. Then after that, we have assets. Then nauna dito yung current assets, which is composed of cash, accounts receivable, notes receivable, inventory, and prepaid expenses. As what you could observe based on the previous lesson, these are arranged in order of liquidity. Okay, so we have also non-current asset, those assets that did not classify or did not satisfy the requisites of being current. Ayan. So, nakapwesto sila dito after the current assets. Then, the current and non-current assets will be totaled. Ayan, that is your total assets. After that, liabilities and equity. So, mauna pa din si current liabilities since meron siyang priority kasi it is within the normal operating cycle. So as what you can observe, nauna si accounts payable, si notes payable again, next accrued and unearned. So they are uh, positioned or placed in accordance in the order of maturity. Kung ano yung pinaka mauna, okay? Or it could be settled earlier, so siya po yung dapat nasa taas. Okay? Then, lahat ng mga liabilities na hindi na-satisfy yung requisites ng pagiging current nature will be take form part of the non-current liabilities. Then, total natin both current and non-current for us to have the total liabilities. And the last part is the owner's equity. You have to place here the capital. And then you have to add the liabilities in the total equity for you to get the total liabilities and equity. So always remember total assets will be same or will be equal to your total liabilities and equity, okay, as equation, okay, that it needs to be balanced. Ayan. So this is report form. Okay? Ayan. So paki-familiarize na lang yung format niya. And we have this one as an example. Okay, so AA company post-closing trial balance at the end of the year. Now we are going to make a financial statement out from data. Okay, so I have here already uh, the different particulars for this exercise. All we have to do is to put the datas. Ayan, the amounts on the financial statement. But ang kulang dito is wala pa tayong heading section. So ang heading section will be the company's name, wag po talaga natin kalimutan, the name of the financial statement, which is the financial position or balance sheet, and then the year. Okay? Ayan, so we are using three cells. This one cell and this one cell. Okay? Ayan, so for us to have ma-place natin siya on the middle, so we have to merge cells. Okay? So dahil tatlong rows din ang i-merge natin. Okay, so we are going to merge three cells. This is how you do it. Just highlight the three, then click merge. Okay, then put AAA, a company. Ayan. So, next na naman, do the same process pa din, merge natin, and then the name of the financial statement, which is statement of financial position. And then, the year. Ayan. As of, okay? So, wag kalimutan as of. And as of December 31, 2020. Let's see, say 2020 siya. Okay, dapat naka-justify ito or nasa gitna ha. There are times nandoon sa left or the right side. So it needs to be justified. And Control B to make it bold. Ayan. Okay, so current assets should be bold, okay, to signify or to emphasize that this portion will be current assets and as well as your total current assets. So as what you could observe, meron po tayong nilagay na indention, okay, para ma-identify talaga natin yung components ng current assets. Okay, for proper classification and presentation only. Ayan, so we have cash and bank. Magkano ba yung cash and bank natin? So, ma-observe natin na dalawang columns ang ginamit ko. So, first column will be if meron kayong items na kailangan pang i-perform with the other particulars, let's say may ima-minus ka, may i-add ka. So you have to put it here on the first column and the total will be transferred to the second column. So since wala naman tayong other computation for cash and bank, diretso natin siya. Okay, delete lang natin yung mga XX na yan. Okay, nilagay ko lang yan to as a guide para ita-transfer natin yung amounts. 123,000. Okay, again, to make it as a proper presentation, put a comma by clicking here. And then, to reduce the zeros, click this one. Okay. So, for accounts receivable, we have petty cash fund pa pala. So, here, if you forgot to insert petty cash fund, for example, just like in my example, you need to insert first. You need to insert another cell kasi dapat, 'di ba, it is in order with liquidity. Hindi pwedeng nasa huli si petty cash fund. So, instead na i-delete mo siya, in the Excel, you have to insert na lang. Okay? So click this one, the area that where you can insert, then right click, lalabas, ida-direct ka, and then click insert. Ayun, so 'di ba? Directly nag-insert siya ng panibagong cell, click indention, just and then petty cash fund. So petty cash fund, wala naman siyang other computation, so lagay tayo ng 10,000. Receivable, accounts receivable will be netted for your allowance for bad debts. Allowance for bad debts, again, ito yung mga accounts na medyo doubted tayo na makokolekta natin. That is why we estimated. Okay, usually it's based on the percentage or based on the experience of the company on how they estimate. But on higher accounting, we have different methods on estimating your bad debts. Okay, but here, basically, some companies used estimation. Okay, that estimation was based on previous experiences. Kung ilang percentage ba yung hindi nila makukuha. Okay, so accounts receivable magkano? 659,340. Okay, ayan, lagyan pa din natin ng comma. Okay, hinighlight ko yung column and then click this comma and then reduce the zeros if ever. Ayan. So, allowance for bad debts, ayan. Ileless natin to siya from our accounts receivable. So, our allowance for bad debt is 15,000. Take note, this is pa lang, doubted pa lang tayo na makakolekta. So, hindi pa to hopeless. That is why, kailangan pa din natin siyang ilagay. Okay? Pero kapag worthless na talaga siya, okay, so itatanggalin na talaga natin siya sa books of accounts. Pero here, estimated pa lang yan. So, it could be collected or not. Doubtful pa lang tayo in short. So, put a border here by going up the cursor and then find the border portion and then select bottom border. Okay, so ayan. Next, kamali ako. Punta tayo dito, delete that one, and then dito ka maglagay ng formula. 659 Okay, put equal sign minus 15,000. So therefore, your net accounts receivable is 644,000. Okay. Next is notes receivable, 132,200. And then merchandise inventory is magkano? 774,460. Prepaid expenses, 3,200. So wala na tayong nakaligtaan na current assets, no? So remember, these assets, current assets are arranged according to its or order of liquidity. Now, hanap tayo ng border. Okay. Ito. Ayan. So I select, hindi pa dapat tayo magdo-double rule ha. So ito muna, top and bottom border. Ayan. Okay? So, i-add mo lang ito lahat by simply highlighting all of the portions na i-add mo and then hanggang dito sa dulo. Okay? Kasi dyan sa dulo or dito lalabas yung total niya. So, click auto sum to add. So, our current asset is 1,687,000. Ayan, to emphasize the total of the total current assets. Next is furniture and fixtures. Since it will be netted to accumulated depreciation, so we have to use this portion or this first column. Okay, magkano ba ang purchase price ng furniture and fixtures? That is 800,000. Okay. So magkano ang accumulated depreciation ng office equipment? Furniture and fixtures rather, 40,000. Okay. So, bottom border tayo. Okay, bottom border. Ayan. And then, ito total natin to by simply deducting it. So, equal sign, when you are going to have your formula, less 40,000, click enter. So, that's 760. How about the office equipment? Office equipment costs 1,500,000 and the depreciation of which is 150,000. Okay, bottom border pa din. Ayan. Okay, perform the operation equals 1,500,000 less 150. So the total is 1,350,000. Now, just click this, make this bold letters, ayan, to emphasize the current and non-current. Okay, so lagay tayo ng double border, top and bottom border, and add natin to. Okay. Click auto sum. But if you don't want to have auto sum, pwede nyo namang i-mano-mano total. For example, this one. Equals 760 plus 1,350. So, it's up to you. Pero mas madali ang auto sum. Lalong-lalo na kapag same lang naman yung operation niya and that is addition. Click bold. Okay. So, our total assets will be, so for you to have your total assets, you have to add the current assets and the non-current assets. Ayan, 167 plus the 2,110,000. So therefore, your total assets is 3,797,200. Now put this, put that total asset with a top and double bottom border. Ayan. Okay, now we are done with the assets. Let's continue with the current liabilities. Okay, pero meron tayong kulang. Lagay tayo, mag-merge pa tayo dito. Lagyan natin ng assets. Okay. Capitalize yan ha. Ayan. Hold natin. Dito na naman, insert tayo para hindi sila magdikit dito. So again, as I told a while ago, click insert lang. Ayan, para mahiwalay. Merge lang natin yan para uniform yung ano. Okay? Here, medyo masikip na din. So, we insert another cell para hindi pangit tingnan. And then, dito lagay natin, merge natin itong portion. and then write or type liabilities, capitalize lahat, and owner's equity. Okay. So, ayan. So, liabilities na tayo. Again, it will be arranged according sa order of maturity. So, wala naman tayong additional computation kaya wala tayong ilalagay sa first column. So, lahat nasa second column. Okay, delete. Magkano ba ang notes payable natin? Non-current. No. Accounts payable. Accounts payable is 960,000. Ayun. Notes payable is notes payable non-current. So, hindi pala to current liability si notes payable. So, aalisin natin siya dito and then transfer natin siya sa non-current. So, medyo nagkamali ako doon. So, this is the importance of really checking your work. Okay, delete lang natin tong cell na to. Okay. So, lagay natin dito. Mamaya. Okay? So, notes payable and current. SSS, withholding taxes, accrued expenses are current. Okay? SSS, yan yung mga government mandatory, natin ha? Mandatory contributions na need remit ni employer or yung business so different government agencies. So our SSS, PhilHealth, and the HDMF payable or pag-ibig is 4,000. Withholding taxes payable is 2,600. And our accrued expenses incurred but not yet paid, ayun. So our total liabilities will be, okay, lagyan natin ng border first, top and bottom border, and then add natin lahat ng current liabilities natin. Click auto sum. Okay, highlight this one and click bold. Okay, so the total of our current liabilities will be 967,900. So our non-current will be the notes payable. Okay, and so, notes payable non-current. Mabuti at nilagay niyan non-current. Minsan, months ang nilalagay dyan. Okay? So, alam naman natin that it will be kapag more than 1 year, so non-current na siya. Ayan, lagay natin dito magkano? 229,000. Sa amount pa lang, makikita natin na non-current talaga siya. So, have this, a single border, kasi wala naman siyang kasama, right? So, bottom border, no, lang, single border lang. Okay. Okay. Balik tayo doon sa baba. Okay, click this one. Okay, no border muna para tanggalin yung border doon at saka click bottom border. Okay. So, tingnan natin yung format if may nakaligtaan tayo. The total liabilities. So, lagay tayo dito ng total liabilities since medyo masikip na siya. Add tayo ulit ng cell. Okay, lagay natin dito. Add tayo ulit ng cell. Insert. Nagra-right click ako ha. Then insert. Okay, dito. Capitalize lahat. Total liabilities. Okay. Dapat naka-bold ito. Okay, ayun. Naka-bold din ito. Then, click equal sign. Click 967 plus 229. So, your total liabilities is 1,196,900. Okay. So, your owner's equity. Tingnan natin yung format again. Ayun. So, diretso na tayo. Pakiclick lang to make it bold. Magkano ang owner's equity? Adrian Avenado Capital, 2,600,000. 2,600,000. Okay. Medyo, bawas tayo ng isa. Ayun. Okay. So, The total liabilities and equity will be, you have to add the equity and the total liabilities. Okay. So, ayan. Tingnan natin ulit yung format. Okay. So, hindi niya na nilagyan ng border dito. Okay. Dapat single border na pala dito. Okay. So, recheck natin. Lagyan natin ng no border. Saka single border lang pala dyan. Okay. Yun. Click pad din. Tanggalin natin yung border. Click no border. So, nawala yung border niya. And then, click top border. Okay. Ayan. So, here, okay, click no border para matanggal yung border niya kasi nagkamali tayo lagay ng border. And then, click top border. Ayan. Okay. So, here, single border din to. Bottom border gamitin natin. Ayan. And our capital. So, our total equity, ito yung with bottom, with ano, double bottom border. Okay. Ayan, top and double bottom border. As what you can see, medyo hindi siya equal sa assets natin. Tingnan natin yung assets natin is 379,700 and here is 379,600. Tingnan natin bakit hindi siya equal. So, ilan ba yung difference niya? And this one minus, baka may mali tayo. 300, may 300 na difference. So, check natin yung data. If tama ba ang in-insert natin. Ang withholding taxes is 1,3. Yan, check natin yung mga formula ha. 123, 10, 340, 15, 132, 774, 32, 840, 15, 150. Add natin. Chine-check ko yung formula. It happens sa Excel ha. Okay. Tama naman. Sa liabilities check natin, 960,300. Eto. So, si accounts payable is 960,300. So, kulang siya ng 300 dito. So, you have to carefully check talaga. Yan, tingnan natin if tama na. 397, 200 and 397, 200. There you have it. So, your financial position using report form. Okay? So, how about the account form? So, sa account form, medyo magiging madali na lang since we have to copy everything na. So, sa account form, we are just using, okay, using parang accounting equation. So, on this side, si assets, on this side, liabilities and equity. Now, here, meron tayong format, pero i-clear na lang natin to. We'll be using the report form as our basis. Okay, delete natin. Okay, so ayan. So, kakopy natin. This is the advantage of using Excel. Kakopy natin to lahat. Ito. Ayan. Transfer natin sa account form. Okay, drag, insert, edit lang natin yung size ng cell natin. And then, ayun. So, diba, na-paste agad siya. So, adjust natin. Okay. Para maging isang size to, ayun, i-drag yung highlight yung dalawang cell and then you have it. Okay, so dapat, dito na yung assets natin, dito din yung liability. Lalagay natin yung assets. No, dapat capital letter. Ayan. So, our account form, synonymous talaga siya sa accounting equation. On this side will be our liabilities and equity. So, ayun. Mag-iwan tayo ng isang space. Okay, wag nating idikit masyado. Malilito yung users niyan. Dito. Okay. Ayan. Adjust lang natin to. Medyo, ayan, para hindi masikip. So, ayun. So, as what you could observe, dapat equal or same dapat ito sila. Magkalinya. Hindi pwede na andito si liabilities is andito na total. So, kapag ganun, dapat si assets andito din. Dapat magka-align sila. Okay? Ayan. So, on this portion, magka-align naman sila. Ang kulang na lang dito is the heading. Okay. So, lagyan natin ng heading hanggang dito ha, kung saan yung scope ng financial statements natin. Merge. Okay. AAA. Company. Ano, mali ang spelling ng company natin. A statement, the name of the financial statement. Statement of financial position. This is the new term of balance sheet. So, wag dapat malito. And then, as of, okay, bakit pa as of yung header niya, sir? Kasi, as what you could observe, i-contrast natin siya kay income statement. Si asset kasi, hindi, could be prepared anytime. Okay, as of December 31. While income statement cannot be prepared anytime. Kaya, 'di ba, kapag we are using income statement, ang header niya talaga is for the year ended. Okay? So December 31. Pero kapag asset as of, it's because statement of financial position can be prepared anytime. So there you have it. You have now your statement of financial position using the account form. So, paki-familiarize na lang everything so that you will know how to do your activity. And now that's the end of our video tutorial, and see you next meeting for our next.